Hi, my name is Khalil. I'm the co-owner of Khalil's Restaurant. We've been here for 48 years. My parents started this restaurant in 1972. One of the things that makes Khalil's so special is the warmth. We don't just feed you the food, we feed you the warmth and the hospitality that is so renowned in the Arab culture. And we take a lot of pride in carrying on our parents' legacy. My father came from Syria. In 1956, he married my mother. They came to America and he worked very, very hard. He had nothing, he was a poor farmer. And he worked very hard. And he worked in this restaurant for 12 years as a cook before he turned around and bought his first restaurant. Then 5 years after that, he came to this restaurant that he used to be an employee of, and he bought it. And so we've been, as I said, in business for 48 years. During that time, my mother especially, and my father as well, took care of so many people. First, they brought everybody over from the old country. Like my mother was her own refugee resettlement program in and of herself. And my father and mother brought each family over, signed their papers, got them job, got them housing, got them everything, and got the next load over and did the same thing. And everybody, not just Arabic people, Somalia, Vietnamese, everywhere. In fact, there's so many stories where people have left their home countries, and before they left, they were given a piece of paper. We're talking about in the 70s also, before internet, before everything. We give them a piece of paper. Go to Mike and Aggie's restaurant. Come to Pittsburgh. The minute you step off the plane, go straight there. They'll give you a job. They'll give you some housing. They'll help you get you on your feet. And that has been repeated so many years, and so many people have been affected by that, and they have prospered. That is what Hello Neighbor is about. Taking immigrant families, taking refugee families, and giving them the support and the love and the resources and just the friendship to let them navigate this journey so that they're not alone. So we encourage you to continue to support Hello Neighbor. And on that note, so I'm going to teach you how to make Turkish coffee, which is great because really coffee is the greatest thing, because anytime you go to the Middle East, you sit down and they say, "Ta ashrab ahwi." So come over to my house and drink some coffee, and then friendships are made from that. So these are the ingredients that you'll need, which is Arabic coffee. This is a brand from Syria, Hasib, and then this is also a Lebanese brand, Najjar, Cafe Najjar. You can get this in any Arabic store. Some of them have cardamom, and this is what that is, cardamom, and it makes a nice spice that you can add to your coffee. Some people like sugar in their coffee. We're not going to put any in today, but you can add that if you like. And this is the actual coffee. So it's already fine ground, so you don't have to grind it unless you have a grinder and you want to do that, but use it very fine. So let's get started. This is called a rakwi, and you take it, you fill it with water, and we're going to make a little bit, maybe about 2 or 3 cups. So you're going to pour the water in here, probably about 3/4 of the way. So you're going to let the water heat up a little bit. And as I said, this is the Turkish coffee, and this is already ground in with the cardamom. It's really, really nice. So we're going to let the coffee start to get hot a little bit. And again, the hospitality, if somebody offers you coffee in the Middle East, go to their house, you'll spend hours. In fact, Arabs have been quarantining for years, even when we didn't have to quarantine. We just go to people's houses and we just sit and drink coffee, because this is something you sip, you don't chug, you sip it. You tell stories, you get your daughters engaged to doctors. So while that's heating up, as soon as it starts to get a little bit hot, you're going to take probably a teaspoon for each cup, heaping teaspoon, and you're going to stir it and get all those clumps. So let that Go back. This is usually done on the fire. I have a little fancy equipment here, little technologically fancy equipment that sometimes drives you a little crazy. Now the thing about the Turkish coffee is you stir it and then you let it sit. Don't be too fussy with it. What's going to happen is this is going to start to simmer very quickly. You have to be careful. Don't take your eyes off the coffee, because what's going to happen is it's going to start to boil over and then you pull it away. The thing is, here's the technique. When it starts to begin to boil and make a foam, you pull it off. You stir it a little bit and you do that 3 times, but you never let it boil over, otherwise it will get bitter. So I'm going to lower the fire on this a little bit, because I swear once you blink your eyes, it's just... So that's what's happening now. That foam is what's going to make it really nice. So as soon as that starts, you pull it away. Give it one little stir. You see that cream on the top, or that foam on the top, that's what's going to make it really nice. See how it's bubbling underneath? Pull it away. You can smell the cardamom. This is beautiful. And that's it. That is just gorgeous. And what you want to do, you're going to take your coffee and make sure you get a little bit of foam and pour in each cup. Just to make sure everybody has foam. Don't stir it afterwards. That's a big no-no. So once you've got the foam in there, you want to make sure you get the foam in each of them as much as possible. Now pour it slowly. What I like to do is pour a little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit here. Now that everybody's got the foam in there, we can go back. And you're guaranteed, if you make a good cup of coffee, you're guaranteed to get a doctor husband, trust me. Because I didn't know how to make this until now. Just kidding. There you are. And there's your Arabic coffee, your Turkish coffee. And there you go. Ahlan wa sahlan and sahtan.